The Bears are doing something that is not sustainable. When you add in the fact they have one of the worst defenses in football, they just force turnovers at a historic rate. If they don't force those turnovers, just all it takes is one game, and you're going against Matthew Stafford and the Rams team that have been pretty buttoned up this entire season. If they don't turn the ball over, the Bears might lose by 30. With that being said, the Bears, if they do turn the ball over, and if they've done what they've done most of the season, they might be down 14 and they might come back to win. This game, as far as volatility, I think has the widest array of outcomes this entire round.
You probably should wait just to live bet the Bears when they're down 10 to 14 points. They were plus like 16.5 against the Packers. And obviously they covered that with these, came back to win it. So you probably should just wait to live bet them and then go for it here and not make a play before the game. I think the Rams are the better team overall. They have the better quarterback. As good as Caleb has been, like Caleb has proven a lot of people wrong this season. He's been fantastic. The Bears have talent. They can run the football. The Rams offense is leap years ahead of Chicago. I'm concerned about the defense for the Rams here because they have not been that rock solid unit. And the Rams have also struggled putting teams away. And that goes for Matthew Stafford. When you get up on a team, you haven't made, at least recently in some games, you haven't made the throw that's going to put them away. You've let them back in the game, whether it's the interception going into the Carolina game, you threw the interception, you put them back in a position to be competitive, right? Credit to the Rams. They find a way to come back and come out on top, but you have to put the Bears away here when you get the opportunities, and you will, because they are capable of coming back.
I've not been as impressed with Caleb as a whole. Caleb's made he's made some very good plays, and he showed, that fourth down scrambling left was insane against the Packers on that final drive. He doesn't do that. Their season is over, and he just drops in a bucket across his body, rolling left. So he's made very good plays. I still when we factor in the fourth quarter comebacks, the bad defense with the turnover luck, the fact that Caleb completes the lowest percent of his passes in the entire NFL, you're supporting the foundation of your house on a Jenga block. And at some point, it's going to give out. So it should have given out a long time ago, and it's just stayed right there. And it stayed right there. I think Ben Johnson is a phenomenal coach. I said that before I even saw him coach a game for the Bears. I think they've got a lot of very good players, but they're just depending on so much. Again, luck rubs people the wrong way, but statistical anomalies, that's what they are depending on. Whereas the Rams are just plain and simple a solid team. But their defense has just shut down in the worst way possible over the last 6 weeks or so. So yet again, another fun matchup. It's got the highest total of the week at 50.5, and I think that's right. I think there will be points in this game.
Yeah, there has to be, because the Rams are probably going to jump out to a lead and the Bears are going to crawl back into it. So it's going to be probably the most competitive game of the weekend, or has the opportunity to be the most competitive, is from a high scoring perspective. I think we're going to see a lot of big plays, big moments in this game, where I don't know if we'll get that in pretty much every other game. I think like Bills Broncos will be tight. I think Seattle San Francisco is going to be more of a defensive minded game for the Seahawks, and then Houston versus New England is going to be all defense. So should be a fun game here. I like the Rams, I think, but from a point spread perspective, it's a little hard knowing the Bears are getting 3.5 at home. But we'll have those answers for you guys later in the week.
100%. And I'm looking forward to it. It was a good first round for me personally, 5-1 against the spread. The public as well was either 5-1 or 6-0. So good week for everybody.
Yeah, and last night too with the Steelers, I think a lot of people thought Pittsburgh was going to be able to pull that one through in the fourth quarter, and then the Texans defense just took over. So that was a competitive game for at least 3 quarters.
Was it 7-6 going into the fourth quarter?
I think it was.
Let me just pull this up.
It had to be, because
it was, yeah.
It had to be.
It was. And then the Texans won the fourth quarter 23-0.
Those are the worst kind of games. Like if you're on the dog or whatever, you think you're in a good spot to cover, and Houston's offense hasn't been great. Hey, this drive, Steelers get the ball, this is the drive they can take it over. And then the Texans defense just took over, which they've been doing all season long.
Yeah, they have. Again, that defense is just fun to watch.
Different. It's fun. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for that Pats game. It's going to be so competitive on Sunday.
Yeah, good games. Very good games. None that I'm disappointed. I will be fully locked into all of these.
And then for the championship games, I'm hoping, I think Bills versus Patriots would be really cool. Bills versus Texans again would be cool. Broncos, Patriots would be like all the matchups in the AFC are really exciting to me. Seattle versus LA is probably the more exciting matchup in the NFC. Like I don't know if I'll get super pumped up for like 49ers Bears, but you know, the AFC is definitely cool. NFC, there's one matchup that I'd want to see.
Real quick, value checking on Super Bowl futures odds. Seahawks at plus 290, Rams at plus 320, Bills at plus 550, Patriots at 6-1, Texans 8-1, Broncos plus 850, Bears 12-1, Niners 19-1. For me, value there is on probably the Patriots and the Texans at 6 and 8-1. I think those are the teams.
Yeah, I would say so. Patriots, Texans. And you know what the problem is? They both play each other this weekend. So I would say go with, if you take, I mean, Houston, Denver's got a lot of value too, honestly. 8-1 plus 850.
Yeah.
I mean, one of those, I think one of those dogs is going to win.
I agree.
One of them's going to win. I don't know which one it's going to be, but one of those teams is going to win.
Although the Broncos might be favored by kickoff, so.
They could be, and they're still plus 850. Like, they're the number one seed in the AFC. They get home field, and they're plus 850.
It's going to be fun to watch. That's all I know.
It is, Grant. It is. Well, guys, that was Ride the Line, the greatest podcast in sports betting entertainment. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like, share, do it all, guys, and check out WSN.com, the World Sports Network, which we're presented by. Link down in the description below. Grant, take us out of here.
That's going to do it for this episode of Ride the Line. Tanner and I appreciate y'all joining us, and we will catch you in the next episode.